Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Last episode, Leah Abbott did an amazing job wiping out some alien who was absolutely causing mayhem in this area. And now, it's like we're clean. We're a fresh slate. We've got new stuff to do, new things to move forward towards. We finally got our first kill. And yeah, the AI is just researching bigger and bigger spaceships to fight the fact no one has like a space mine yet. Although some of the AIs might. Okay, another alien. So we could find and kill this one. And I don't know if I've talked about this, but it has started. I noticed this in the last when I was going through the last episode as well. Aliens own 1 of 6 points in China. Now, China is so hard to get. Oh. A volcano in Seattle. That's slightly annoying. That's just going to hurt our economy. Maybe hurt our population a tiny bit. That's sad. But anyway, aliens will slowly take over China because China is so hard to grab for anyone regular because it's just such a huge GDP. But alien agents, or even Svetlana can't do it. But alien agents, they don't really care about that. Well, I mean, they do care to a certain extent, but if this alien agent has been responsible for grabbing this point here through in Thrall, it might be quite a strong alien. So let's have a look and see how good this alien is. Because if this alien's stats are really, really high, it could be a good alien to take out. Because high statted aliens can cause you immense issues. And one of the things you want to try and do in this game is to keep yourself safe once the aliens start properly going for your points, that will happen, is to just try and kill aliens that are high quality. And this just goes for other human councillors as well. High quality councillors, you know, they're not born that way. They learn and they train up. Yeah, speaking of getting high quality councillors, let's stabilize, public campaign, and advise.
Making our case.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Offering assistance.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, that's fine. These last for a few turns anyway, so there's no rush to do them. You do want to make sure you always investigate the phenomena though, for the bonus reset. I mean, look, we're up to plus 28% just from doing all those. It really, really adds up. Mission to Mars is almost done. We'll see how good this alien is. Our main focus should be this alien, but if this alien is really, really high quality, if we can kill him now, it will slow down their taking of China, which will help us. And who knows, maybe an AI can do it. The initiative, the initiative get an org with their goals, which is like, it's like the second level of goals, so they're not going to be able to do it, but which gives them insane persuasion. But they need to have like killed an alien and stuff for that one, so yeah, they're not going to have that, so that's not even worth worrying about. Oh, we're paused. I thought we were okay. Don't mind me. I was like, why is the game not moving very fast? Okay, hydrobiology research is available. Let's do this and then get it.
I will help them.
Hydrobiology. Perform an autopsy on the Hydra corpus to deepen our understanding of alien physiology. I don't know how to say that word. I realised in the last episode I said it a different way every single time I read it. I know what it means though. It means like your body and your biology, stuff like that. It's Alpha 1, which means this is the first alien that ever landed. So at the opening of the game, wherever they landed, it was this guy. This was the one.
Order is returning.
So let's see how good he is. 9 question mark? I doubt it's 9. But it might be. Alpha 1 might be bad, because the aliens do sometimes build like an
It
espionage
takes
type
so
alien.
very little for one tribe of
Mission
humanity
to Mars.
to look upon a second tribe as the other. Think of what will happen.
Okay. Do not hit continue. If I hit continue, I will lose access to first spots on Mars. Send probe. Now, one of the things that has happened here is that not only can we send a probe to Mars, but Mars, if we zoom in, has two little moons, Phobos and Deimos. They're usually not great, but Deimos, it can be okay, and I have seen them, because this is like very loose. Any site in the game can theoretically be like incredible. If it just rolls incredibly well, it can have more than this. And these sites can have a secondary use, essentially as shipyards. Because if you build a shipyard on Mars, because of Mars's gravity, you need to use kind of like a lot of fuel, and you need a certain level of acceleration in order to leave the surface to get into space. Based on the size of Mars, that is very prohibitive. But if you build a shipyard on Phobos or Deimos, well, they're tiny, tiny rocks that I believe in, like in real life, if you kind of jump off the surface of Phobos in the right way, you can essentially fall onto Mars, because that's how little like, the gravity is, kind of thing. These can be great sites for a shipyard, because you don't really need any boost to leave orbit. But this is what it means here. 0.011 kps is how much speed you need, whereas here you need 5, which I'm sure late game is not that much, but yeah, it matters, right? Phobos can be good, and why don't you want them in space? The reason why is that aliens will not like the fact that we're in space. They will come for us. If we kill an alien agent, they will often respond by blowing up one of your habitats. In fact, they might do that already. They might come and blow up one of these, to be honest. Which if they do is fine. We just immediately rebuild it. If the aliens blow up your stuff, you just immediately rebuild it. It's not the end of the world. But once we actually get some proper defenses, some layered defense arrays and stuff, it's a lot easier to defend. Places that are landed on planets are a lot more defensible than ones in space, just because of some of the ways the game works. In space, they just come along and annihilate you in a space battle. On land, they kind of do this assault, where they fire at you, and then your layered defense arrays fire back. And as long as they don't have a massive overwhelming fleet, which they often won't bring, essentially your layered defense arrays, especially with a little bit of tech, can just do really well. So getting a fleet to begin with, if the aliens already hate you, can actually be really hard, because the second you try and build a shipyard somewhere, they'll just send kind of a fleet to destroy it. So even if you have resources and stuff. But having a shipyard on somewhere like Deimos or Phobos, then it can be good. But we may or may not probably prefer to use an asteroid for that. But we will scout Deimos anyway, because it's only 0.31 boost. So that can be something worth considering. But the aliens won't just destroy our bases, they'll destroy the AIs. So as long as these aren't taken by the servants, if like, you know, one's like Protectorate and one's Humanity First or something, aliens might come and blow them up. They're less likely to blow up the Protectorate one, but it does totally happen. So yeah, that will be... There's no real rush. There's technically all the points, even if they get taken, they can always be grabbed later once the AI, you know, will start getting too big and the alien kick them down.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Okay, more stuff. Do we have all the labs yet? Social science lab. This is a weird lab, right? Can only be built in Earth interface orbit. An Earth interface orbit is something we'll talk about this later, because it doesn't really matter right now. But it's only these four here: Tiangong, ISS, and then Low Earth Orbit 1, Low Earth Orbit 2. So it kind of can't be built anywhere else. Which is fine. But for now, we're just going to keep advancing. And look at this. Our military score, 4.8. Boost is up to 3. Almost at the point where we're going to want to stop investing in boost. I'm going to do it for a few more months and then I'll stop. Especially with Kazakhstan now. Our boost income, actually with Kazakhstan, we'll do it for a little bit more. We're not on any huge rush of anything else.
Standing by for others. We must persuade the people.
But now everyone in America is all about exploitable benefits. They really can't make up their minds.
Investigating alien site.
Acknowledged.
Let's look at orgs again.
Ready for orders.
Nothing that good. See, that's cost 2, but only gives 1 espionage. It's not very good. This is cost 3 for 2% military, plus 2 science, plus 1 engineering org. With 10% energy. I mean, it's not terrible. But that should really, for all those bonuses, in my opinion, that should really be a 2 cost. For it to be like... I guess the engineering thing makes it better. It's not terrible, but it costs influence, and there are better stuff. Well, that's a 1-for-1, but obviously... Leia can't have those, so... The Canadian Security Intelligence Service. If we had Canada, that could be fun. You know, maybe we should start on Canada. No, we're too busy. We still need money. We need all these spoils countries. And we're at our cap anyway. Canada is probably next to grab, though. Yeah, okay.
To go.
Let us do that. Let's see how good this alien is, and if we want to kill them.
Ready to go.
Unrest is 0 in America. Let's knock it down in Kazakhstan.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
At your
Let's put
service.
Sydney on advise. What we're going to do with Sydney, actually, just to speed the game along a bit. We'll do the same with Svetlana as well. Is we'll put them on permanent assignment here. So this means that it won't. Next turn, it will put these 2 on these missions automatically. We won't have to do it.
Here.
I have new information.
But we really need to get Svetlana some more missions.
Things are cooling off.
Yeah, we'll do repeat her.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Permanent with her. So it's only 12 persuasion. Okay, so not that good. So Alpha 1 does have hard target. Which means if you try and assassinate it,
Recon complete.
and you get a critical fail, you die, unless you are protected by someone doing Protect,
Prepping for next
the
mission.
Protect mission.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
She does not have. That is bad. Assault alien asset, extract councillor. We don't need extract councillor. What we need is coup d'etat, and we need protect. Yeah, that's all right. Costs 3 and gives +2 is actually for an organization for security is not bad whatsoever. That also gives extract councillor that we technically don't have. Not that you really need that one. That's if you get like arrested, you can come and try and extract them out. Let's grab. Gives you advise and stabilize. Let's go do. It's not worth grabbing. Okay.
Your orders.
Ready for my mission.
Keep up scouting
I'm
alien
here.
and see. Well, let's see if we can find this one actually.
Setting a watch.
Your orders.
Acknowledged.
Let's do here, because then we can grab this part of Mexico as well. Get all of that
Surveilling
under
target
surveillance. But we have no idea where he's gone. This alien that was over here could have literally gone anywhere. It could be over here, could be up here.
Eyes up.
It could have gone to South America, which, if that's what it wants to do,
Initiating recon.
I mean, I'm totally happy with that. I like having humanity first countries on my border. And like resistance and initiative, it's all like very anti-alien. I'm kind of solidly anti-alien over here.
Violence is abating.
Other than me, technically.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Space tugs. There's not much here we want. We will eventually want this for power, so we will grab that for now. What we're doing here, these are projects which are essentially tier 1 modules, and these are what you build in space. When you're building your space bases, you use modules. So just any kind of module, even if you don't think you're going to build it, it's always nice to have the option of having them. So I just like grabbing the modules. Most of the techs that we're ignoring, like batteries, composite armor, these are all stuff to do with ships, and when we want to mess around with ships, we'll grab them. But as we're so far off ships for now, it's not grabbing any of these. It's just not worth it for now. Because you get kind of overwhelmed with techs in this game. And especially with the projects. And most of them you just don't need to do. And so learning which ones you do and don't need to do is quite important. Because you don't want to be wasting your points on... Because when I first started this game, I would just do everything. But then you're just not doing stuff like global techs. Stuff that you actually need to do.
Your orders?
Okay, so...
Restoring order. Ready.
yeah, we found nothing. Let's
On
move down
overwatch.
here.
Ready
Move
for
over
orders.
here. I mean, just because we did a surveil mission here doesn't mean the alien isn't right here. It's just that, you know, you have to actually be able to see it. Yep, so they're now ahead in... No, they're not ahead in a rival war.
Offering support.
I have no
Initiating
idea what's
recon.
going on there. We wouldn't worry about that.
Sitting a watch.
I think they're contributing more right now. That's what that means. Well, let's get some more orgs. Let's get some orgs that give things like coup d'etat.
Prepping for mission.
I would love if Daframal could do some coup d'etat, although her command is not ready for that yet. Or a little bit of administration. Here we go. We've done it. Abductions in Washington. Xenoform Alpha 4. He wasn't very hard to find, was he? Now, after you assassinate the alien, the next mission you get is to capture an alien. This is done using investigation and the detain councillor mission. So I could kill this alien now, or I could just track him around the country, see what he's up to, and then wait until I'm allowed to trap him once I've got the tech, and then do it that way. Here we have CERN. Government Communications Headquarters, that's really not that good. Again, not very good. It's cost 2, only gives 1. And these are just, yeah, economy stuff. That's a 2 for 2. That's not bad. We'll get +1 administration. Take that down, grab that for Alp. So Alp is very close. He's on 23 currently. So he only needs 2 more and he's max. So Alp shouldn't have any trouble with his mission. Yeah, Alp, you just do that on the alien every turn for both the XP and just so we never lose him.
We'll see
Investigate
what we can
alien
find.
activity here,
Reporting in.
and you investigate the one in Iraq. Okay. Oh, and we're no longer defending interests in Dubai, but the AI will usually wait a turn because they're going to assume I'll immediately redo it, I believe. Or they might just go for it, I don't know.
Lending my expertise.
That doesn't matter.
We've got some intel in our target.
The inequality is going up and up here, so it won't be too long before we'll have to say we've fully done our spoils there. We'll have to move on.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Algeria, though, is still on 2.9. Has a rest value of 2.2 there, though. Because of its low per capita GDP. So per capita GDP directly affects unrest, so why it can be good to have your spoils countries be countries like
Here's what we found.
United Arab Emirates with 65,
Here's what we found.
Ireland with 108,000, and then Singapore with a free. They're like, you know, Singapore and Ireland are like insanely rich and both absolutely fantastic spoils countries because of their crazy high GDP that they have. Canada are on 51. Canada does not start on 51. They've really been putting that into GDP. My goodness. The AI are really going for the economy priority, which is interesting because I always remember the AI more or less ignoring it. But yeah, that's fair enough. That's good because then all the countries are bigger. Okay, so Alpha 4 isn't great,
What's the op?
but we'll keep track of him.
Acknowledged.
What's the op? Initiating surveillance.
So nice. See, by Leia doing this, she's
Standing
not
by
getting
for orders.
her full XP.
We'll
I really
restore
want
peace
her
to
to
this
have her
nation.
full
Standing
XP.
by.
Ready for my mission.
I'm here.
We'll turn down the heat.
Nope. Okay. Confirm. Vision pile. We'll probably never. These are like the living quarters, the quarters that go up. These are just, in my opinion, unless they've massively changed them, because they needed a change. These are not great whatsoever. It's essentially like it kind of just gives you crew that do nothing with loads of support costs. And crew have upkeep, and they upkeep in water and volatiles. And so it just, you get a bit of influence. Maybe we'll get it just to see if we can make it work. Because I've always wanted to make it work. I'm sure there's a way to make it work. Because it is like a way of getting
Offering
influence,
assistance.
having those living quarters, but I guess we'll see when we're there. We're still way off that yet.
I have new information.
How close are we to scouting Mars? Oh, here we go. I swear I couldn't tell. Yeah, 9th of June, 2025. So it takes a little bit of time to get to Mars.
Order is returning.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Laying
Doing
groundwork.
abductions. So every time it does an abduction, it essentially permanently adds one abduction to that region, and there's pretty much no way of getting rid of these abductions. They will just add up and up and up, and then give aliens bonuses to taking your country. The only way to get rid of abductions I'm aware of is when the aliens, eventually they will build like facilities on Earth, or the servants will. And they can only build them in places which have servant control and high abductions, and then when you destroy those facilities, you reduce the number of abductions in the region. That's the only way I'm aware of actually lowering them. So it's just a constant annoying thing. Criminal favors. Leah Abbott was supposed to be done with this life. She's only been a criminal for like not very long, to be honest. Yeah, Leah Abbott was supposed to be done with this life, yet, as the polite man with a goatee sitting across the table from her calmly explains, it's not as simple as that. Leah Abbott accumulated certain debts and expectations in the underworld, and simply working for the Academy now hasn't changed that. Nevertheless, it won't be anything too big, nothing to worry about, just a small favour for old time's sakes. So if you do the heist, you have a small chance of gaining 10k, but if you fail, you're detained for 4 mission phases. If you can get 10k, that's huge. And that little pink thing doesn't matter to us because we haven't unlocked exotics yet, but that's like exotic alien materials. If you do the assassination, you kind of mess up Australia. But like, if you think about what's good, here's like slightly less failure. But I don't care about any of those gains. We just hurt us. We don't want to hurt Australia. And then this one will increase inequality in America by 0.51. That's kind of awful. So we can't do that. Or we just say no. And there's a 3% chance they're assassinated. Or they could like lose their orgs and stuff. We don't want to do that. Even though it's not technically that bad, and the chance of assassination is bad, we want 10k. This is, weirdly, this event is supposed to be bad, but in some ways, I always think it's good, because I want 10k. 10k. She's arrested 4 times. Great. This is bad, because now that she's technically arrested... Ooh. Okay, now that she's arrested, one of the reasons why this is bad is, if you've noticed, this has gone down. We're now quite a bit over our cap. Whereas before we were sitting pretty at it, her administration score, because all of her orgs get deactivated, and her administration score was quite high and is no longer contributing to this cap. So what this means is that we're going to have to abandon something, well, just for now. Which is annoying. We might have to abandon everything, actually. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Let's abandon Algeria first. Oh, that's not so bad, actually. It's a little bit high, but it's fine. And we'll do this just what we did before. You know, we'll give them economy as well. Why not? Just to, because that also reduces unrest, even though it, you know, might make our cap bigger. I mean, we'll get more from spoils eventually when it's back. So we'll do that. Yeah, and you're getting back on spoils. I don't know what you think you're doing. We're not done with you yet. Okay.
Reporting in.
At your service.
Where to?
Standing by for orders. Restoring order. We'll restore peace to this nation.
I mean, it is what it is. What are you doing?
Offering counsel.
Ganymede? Okay. Okay, abduction's good. Yeah, more and more in Jupiter. They'll have one on all 4 moons, usually. Well, at least on most of the moons. Actually, I don't know if they do all 4. Well, I guess we'll see.
Person of interest surveilled.
Alp is continuing his good work, surveilling people.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Living quarters. Supply depot. Let's grab all of them.
Things are cooling off.
Because we don't need them right now, but just by having them now means we won't have to do them later when we will want to do more important stuff. So people are actually not happy that we fully own this. Which is kind of annoying. But it's because we're over our cap, because Leah Abbott's in prison, that it was quite easy to do that. It's a little bit risky being this much over our cap. Because the AI will see that it's easy to do missions against you and it will just go for them. What I might do then
Where to?
is do a defend interest in America, get plus 10 on all of these points.
I'm here. Eyes on target.
So even with the debuff here, although the debuff has now gone down because they've done that.
Ready for orders.
And Leah can't do anything. Okay. Next, even though we fully know this alien, we actually can't do the mission where it's like, investigate the abductions. Because we're not doing surveil location. It's just a bit weird.
Cleaning things up.
Yep, now that's nice and safe. You see alien influence is going up because it's probably every now and then doing like a public campaign type mission, like in full public.
We've moved the needle.
Russia invaded Georgia, but it hasn't even sent an army there. And it still can't even defeat Ukraine. It's just taking ages for AI to win this. Usually they'll do it within like a year or so. But yeah, they are struggling hard. I mean, this is not going to win. Because a region contributes to defense. A region is essentially an army, and then it has an army on top of that. And the region army is usually quite strong. So yeah, they're not winning that. Humanity First won a point. You know what, Humanity First? Take a point. I'm happy to share it with you a little bit. Yeah, because you'll do some stuff here, which I will be the benefit of. Like a little bit of welfare will just mean we get to spoil it for even longer. Hey, here we go. A administration org. Not bad. And another administration org. And UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO. Inspire. Now, UNESCO, the Inspire persuasion mission here on the left for a long time, not getting the Inspire mission was bugged. It just wouldn't give you the mission. So I'm going to hope that we get the mission. Oh, it's not here. Okay. Don't panic yet. Maybe it will show up. If it is bugged, and you work with the game and you're watching this, please fix. If it still is, I thought this wasn't bugged, but it's like the only point of UNESCO is that it has Inspire, and then Inspire doesn't even get given. Okay, this one I'm going to give to Sydney because it's one of those administration orgs which don't really only give you 1 free point. This one, however, yeah, see, there's not much. Well, we could try and get CERN, actually. Yeah, you know what? For now, let's give this to Sydney. This one, administration. Oh, I don't have enough influence. Oh, okay. Well, that was pointless then. Oh, 2 espionage. Sorry, Sydney. I know I just gave that to you, but I'm just gonna quickly do that. I just wasted like 300 gold there, which is silly of me, but you know, it happens, right? I'll give this to Leah. Oh, right, she's in prison. We can't. Well, we'll keep that there for now. Ah, it's a mess, isn't it? And we'll grab Poseidon Instruments, which is 2 espionage. Put that here. But this is messy. Okay, and 2 for public campaign. We have things that do 1 for public campaign. Yeah, that's only cost 1. That only gives 2% space mining. So for a space mining org, that's rubbish. Alp, though. You know what, Alp? So I grab that. And that. 25. Done. Now what we do with Alp, so now that he's 25, he's maxed out. What we do is we slowly take these away and replace them with orgs that are like more sciencey and stuff like that. As we upgrade his investigation stat, we kind of take away orgs and then give him orgs like this. And that's what we do with Alp. But Alp is maxed.
What's the Alp?
Huge moment for Alp.
Reporting in.
Ready to go.
If Leia wanted that org, she should have not been in prison, quite
We'll
frankly.
make things safe.
The consequences of your actions, Leah.
I will report when my mission is complete.
You could have had 10,000
Lend
money.
my expertise.
We've got some intel in our target.
Okay. Oh yeah, our influence is low for moving all that stuff around and grabbing orgs and things.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Mission in progress.
Public opinion is moving in our direction. Cleaning things up.
Prepping
That's
for
annoying.
next
Oh,
mission.
obviously we don't want it with her long term. It should go to Svetlana. Be one of those for 20 more influence.
Wrapping up here.
Because these are all she has. She needs more. Maybe if we move it across, it will fix itself and it will work.
Wrapping up here.
If it isn't
Where do you
ours.
need me?
Yes, it's here. Inspire. She has Inspire. Okay. It worked. What this mission lets you do is boost the loyalty of someone. What we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of a blanket Inspire. So let's like Inspire
I'll
Alp
ensure
for
their
now.
loyalty.
At your service.
And we'll just keep everyone's loyalty up, because if they get discovered,
Ready for orders.
they can do turn councillor, which turns them against us, and the AI will then not only see all of our agents, everything they do, but they will also be able to choose when or not the agent fails doing their missions, which is like a nightmare if you really need a mission and the AI will just randomly decide that you're failing that for no reason, more or less. So these are alien life forms are actually spreading, but what you can do is armies can deal with them. Oh, that's just an auto hunt. Instead of having, you used to have to do it manually with these, but now it just automatically does it. That's good.
Your orders.
So that army will hunt xenoforms.
Ready for my mission.
Let's try and stop them in Kazakhstan as well. They're getting a little bit out of hand over here.
Going in hot.
Standing by.
Little bit out of hand.
We'll see what they are up to.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, Leia will be back, I believe, very soon. Hydrobiology is almost
Offering
researched.
assistance.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Alp is more enthusiastic about the cause. Good.
Prepping for next mission.
I will
The only
report
way
my
you can
mission
actually
complete.
see their loyalty is
Laying
by
the groundwork.
investigating them.
Wrapping up here.
Prepping for next mission.
Cleaning things up.
Okay, hydrobiology. You can read the general one if you would like, and I'm gonna go forward to our specific
From
one
our
for the
studies of
academy.
the aliens-
Autopsy is a poor substitute for a diplomatic exchange. Still, we have learned much. I like the double-sidedness of the academy. It's like, yes. So we have a diplomatic exchange is cutting this Hydra open and seeing what guts he has. Hydras are strong, both larger and more physically powerful than humans, and far more resilient. They have a redundant organ system, which makes them quite difficult to kill, and a wounded Hydra can recover from almost any injury. Oddly, despite their strength, their biology does not seem well adapted toward personal combat. Their size and muscle mass still make them dangerous, but less so than a human of similar size and strength would be. They lack natural weapons, just as we do, but unlike us, their tool-using appendages seem less optimized for the use of clubs or spears, and they do not appear to possess the stamina that our ancestors used to run down prey. Although it is dangerous to speculate too far, it does appear that although they are quite capable of violence, they have chosen to specialize evolutionarily in other directions. Which I like, is they're not just humans but better. They're kind of worse than us in a lot of ways. They're just different, which I always thought is like interesting. And yeah, of course, ancient humans would just run and run and run, and that's how you'd hunt stuff. It's interesting. Hydrobiology is complex and energy intensive, requiring a great deal of time to grow and develop. The corpse we studied appears to be over 100 years old, and we speculate that a lifespan of 200 years is not impossible. The species is sequentially I don't know how to say that word. Acquiring characteristics only late in life. The slow growth rate, maturation cycle, and litter size would push the species towards caution and risk aversion. Perhaps an explanation for their tendency to rely on others? The lack of differentiation may also correlate with a somewhat more uniform society. The most important discovery, however, is a set of organs capable of producing ourself factory cells. If our theories are correct, this is how the Hydra are able to control their human slaves and carries profound implications for our future with their species. Yes, they have a set of organs that can produce basically like pheromones that this is what I've been talking about with like the mind control. It's not really like magic mind control. It's just some spores that get in your head and make you go crazy, which is really interesting. And they rely on others. And the thing I love is that the way the Hydra work and the way they operate is directly tied to their biology, right? They're not very strong, so they're not coming in here fighting us. You know, they don't come at you with a club or a spear. If anything, the way it's described, they're more like prey animals than hunters, right? You know, and they have like a long life, so they're cautious. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. So it's like, because they're so different even in their like biology, it completely changes the way they even interact with us, and things that we would think of as things just to do, they wouldn't, because they're so different. Because they're truly aliens. They're not just, you know, I love Star Trek, but they're not just like humans with different foreheads. You know, they're very weird. The Hydra parasites explain the odd pheromone-like signatures that have been reported in areas of Hydra activity. They clearly have the ability to influence behaviour. Perhaps there's a missing link we've been waiting for. Next we need Hydra biology, which we have.
Up here.
So next we will do the next part, which is more thorough research on their mind control powers. And we really need nothing of all of this. We'll just do space tugs. Robot controlled tugs, just modules arrive a little bit quicker. It really doesn't matter. We're also not going to be the first to do it. They're going to easily beat me to arrival law, but maybe we can like grab it right at the end. Oh, there's not enough left mathematically. Oh well. America 1 failed. How are you failing? Anyway.
If some ancient race of...
Alright, arrival law. Increases the maximum amount of resources you're able to spend on mission success chance. This will be important later, because right now we're kind of limited, I believe, to 64. But 64 is a lot of our resources, so we don't really need to go any higher yet. In Academy Custom, like when you fail a mission, it's the person who's captured it is you. You've captured yourself. Honestly, just give me a few more ops. We might need them.
Target remains operational.
Target remains operational. Alright, so here we go. A nice tech. These kind of techs are important. These are one of the things why you like the social stuff. Like, our enemies suffer -3 on crackdown missions against our control points. Very important, because it just means that the AI councillors just really struggle to take your stuff. Because the main people you need to worry about taking your stuff are aliens, but for your like smaller countries, for your like for your smaller countries, for like your Kazakhstans and your United Arab Emirates, it matters, you know. Right, Leah Abbott is back. She's back, and our administration is quite high. There's something I will do now, even though Alp is done, right? Because he has a total maximum orgs allowed, bigger orgs are better than small orgs, so I'm going to grab you. I'm going to grab you, because this one does a +2 opt, is actually not bad, and I'm going to switch them out for this. So he's a little bit better. She has this here, that's +2 for Leia. So we can take out that one, put in that one. That's another +2, so we can take out you. Add in you. Very nice. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, so now she's at 21. She's getting there. Svetlana's also up to 17. I didn't quite realise, but yeah. She's actually quite high as well. Let's do an inspiration on Sydney.
Where to?
We don't really need to worry about Leia, because not only is she an extremist, also as an espionage councillor, she's really hard to find. So even if someone wanted to turn her against us, they're going to have to find her first.
Restoring order.
At your service. Tracking target.
Baframal can stabilize.
Turn down the heat.
Keep it ticking along.
Offering counsel.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Yeah. Inspire mission. Don't need that. Let's just do this for now.
Person of interest surveilled.
Yeah, and we will do the set our goals thing at some point. It's incredibly good, but
Things are stabilizing.
we just are not. We 25k research for right now is so much, even with our buffs. People are not
Violence
happy
is abating.
with me having this. I should probably be protecting it, but I just don't want to, because it's not that good, and then it's 20 influence. It's 20 influence to do defend missions, and it's just every influence point matters, especially at this stage of the game. Well, I mean, you're grabbing orgs at every stage, but right now where it's like critical to get our councillors as good as possible, as quickly as possible.
Ready.
So we could kill this alien if we felt like it, like pretty easily, but I want to do the next mission where we trap them. Maybe it's worth killing them now, actually. We'll trap like a different alien. No, I don't want to. It's worth... They're not doing that much bad stuff. It's worth just keeping them around for now.
We'll turn down the heat.
What's the ob? We'll see what they are up to.
Where do you need me?
Bahramal is fine for XP right now. You do the surveilling and see if we can grab some alien missions.
Ready to go. We'll make our appeal.
Yep, that's good. It is 7,500. We'll just put a little bit into it, just for fun. May, June, so, okay, here we go. Hydra parasites. Switch this out for space dust. Do that. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about these for now. Hydroparasites. Now, one of the reasons why these techs are so important is that these will unlock techs that will then give us defense against the parasites, which will reduce the aliens' chances of taking our points, which matter a lot. We should probably just kill him, find someone else. I think I've changed my mind, to be honest. We don't have a protect, do we? That's so weird, not having anyone with protect.
I have new information.
Okay. Alp has protect, good. From this orc. This is a good org. If I shouldn't sell this, I probably will forget and sell it. But if not, I should give that org to Dapramal, so she has protect as well. Sure, space dock, why not? And turn it off and just do parasites. You know what, before we forget, Alp can get rid of that one. Alp can grab this one. Yep. And Dapramal can take this. We should give her protect. Oh, nice war. Was it? Oh, here's another alien. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do then? As we know where this alien is now. This will be the alien we'll try and abduct. Might be Alpha 1 still. We'll get rid of this one right now. This army is really struggling to kill these xenofauna. We're at Deimos early. $13 is not very good though. 13, 17, I mean this can easily be a lot higher. So Leah, let's get alien number 2 under your belt.
Taking them down.
Ready.
32 ops. Can we get you any more little bits of... Oh my goodness, a lot more new orgs have shown up. A 4% for 5 boost. Not bad. That's only one. Espionage, it'd be nice if it was 2. Not great stuff, to be honest. That would be alright if Alp wasn't already kitted out. So
Your
yeah.
orders.
So Alp, keep
Eyes
up
on
our
target.
investigation of this guy. You
At your
kill.
service.
Ready to go.
Dapramal, now that you've got that organisation, protect Leah Abbott. So if she does critically fail,
Acknowledged.
she won't die because of protect target.
At your service.
Ready for orders.
Ready.
Svetlana, I know this seems rude, but just really quickly. Yep, that gives investigate councillor, okay. So we don't lose track of this one. Give investigate. Now this is something I said didn't work, but I looked back in the footage. I made a thing in the description. I'd like messed it up. I'd done a surveil rather than investigate. So even if she failed, we should still know where this thing is. But this will be the proper test to see if this actually works. It should work. So we should be able to keep track of this alien. Even though she will fail the mission,
Lending my expertise.
regardless.
VIB.
Prepping for mission.
85%. And it's a nice thing. Things like assassinate always happen first. So
Cleaning things up.
Mission in progress.
assassinated alien. Okay, one more alien down. No longer doing abductions in America. Makes American. So she does a critical failure, but we still know where this alien is, and that's what matters. So next turn, Alp can actually investigate it successfully, and we're all good. But yeah, one less alien in America. Not doing missions here anymore. Oh, nice. We made peace with Georgia, and are just immediately back at war. Gotta love the AI. Incredible. Okay. And they've, yeah, unified with Armenia. Makes sense. You can only unify with regions you have claims on. So Russia kind of have claims on this, and all this stuff as well. Everything here is all Russian claimed, as is Ukraine and Belarus. At game start, and then later on in the game you can do texts that give more claims, which are kind of the big unification claims. Because right now America has everything they have claims on. They have 16 regions, everything they have claims on they have, but later on we can get texts that have claims on Canada and all of North America, which means you can either conquer them to put them into the country, or you can peacefully unify, which is what the European Union is doing. Because yeah, France have claims on like the entirety of Europe. Yes, so Alp.
Ready for orders.
One less alien. This alien has 18 espionage, so we were lucky to find it when we did.
Reporting in. Headed there now.
Svetlana, do that.
Standing by.
Let Abbott come and do some
Setting
surveillance.
a watch.
Ready.
Darkhamar, just keep this unrest down. You know what, do a surveil here just to see if the xenofauna
Initiating
spread
surveillance.
anywhere. The surveil will track xenofauna. You want to just try and get rid of it before it becomes an issue.
Offering counsel.
Eyes up.
Yes, there's a
On
little
board,
bit
watch.
still there. Which is annoying. But next turn, Dark Ramal can do Assault Alien Asset
We've got
and
some intel
hopefully
now
take it
about
out before it spreads too far. Critical success. Very nice. Oh, this is Alpha 2. Okay. This is the second alien that landed, obviously. I believe that's how it works. Anyway, they might not be in... They might not land... Okay. Bloody Project Exodus already. Mars. Sites. I think this will be the end of this episode. Next episode, we will spend probably... Oh my god, we have a lot of boost. Probably most of our boost to build a lot of bases on Mars, and just essentially, other than this one, grab up, which Thomas doesn't... Actually, that's a good point. Grab up every single good point on Mars, but we'll discuss that in the next episode, what to look for, and yeah, I'll see you then.